Welcome back to A Grain of Salt. Again, I'm your host, Wild Bill, and I'll be bringing you a grain of salt. You hear me? And wanted to just want to be a blessing to you. And I know I'm not to everybody, but I'm just doing what I feel like I need to do or want to do, ever how you want to put that. But there it is anyway. So I wanted to pull over because there's something I wanted to read to you that I found. But before I do that, there's some other things I wanted, some thoughts I wanted to get off my mind with you. As we said a while ago, to wait on the Lord for a proper interpretation of the scriptures is a difficult thing for some people. They either listen to somebody else and spout things off that what they heard, or they read the scriptures through the glasses of what they've been taught from other people, and it's sort of skewed. and it could be that they don't want to take the time to pray and ask, and seek the teacher, the master who knows everything. Jesus said that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. He didn't say that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of another man. And I please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying we don't need or have teachers today or under shepherds. I believe we do. But you do understand that we need to be searching the scriptures daily. Paul predicted the time that we're living in right now. And it was probably very soon after he said it anyway. I mean, we've got the Corinthian letter to prove what I'm about to share with you. And, over there in 2 Timothy, and I think I mentioned this in one of the other videos, the preliminary videos to talking about 1 Corinthians, but, he told Timothy, he said, preach the word and teach the word. He said, for the time will come when men will not endure sound teaching and doctrine. And, it says, he said to him, but they'll be wanting to have their ears tickled. They will, heap up for themselves and accumulate for themselves teachers. And what will these teachers teach them? Well, he said they'll pull a teacher to themselves that will teach in accordance to their own desires. I'm only going to listen to the ones that teach what I want to hear. It's all about what I want. And the Christian life that is taught today is a path of thrilling feelings, things that thrill you, and rather than a true solid base of working faith in you. And the church gives people what they want, and it's not conducive to have what you want all the time, to growth. And I'm not saying that what every church is given is bad. I'm just saying it seems like it's... I watch some YouTube videos to kind of keep up with what's going on out there besides what's in my own little world and what are people teaching, and everything. And I'm telling you, it just seems like that everything that's given out there is superficial. This is why we are superficial, instead of a strong place to go for the truth, the Word. Is because the church gives people what they want. They are more than happy to supply what the people's itching ears want, to tickle their ears. It's like they feed off of one another. Oh, you want this? Well, I'll give you that. And it's just gotten rid of a lot of our digging for the truth. Solid, good truth from the Word of God. Over there in Amos, it tells us that, and you need to read the whole book. It's fascinating. I think it's like 9 chapters. But Amos is like a bomb dropped on the northern kingdom. And he just brings prophetic utterance after prophetic utterance about the future of the northern kingdom. And he tells them that they're just going to be dispersed and scattered throughout the earth. And that's what happened. Those 10 northern tribes, gone. But in chapter 11, he says something like this. He says that the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will send a famine. And this is the Lord speaking through Amos. He's going to send a famine on the land. Not a famine for bread or thirst for water, but rather for the hearing of the words of the Lord. And people was going to stagger from sea to sea, from north to the south or east or somewhere, and they will go to and fro, seeking a word of the Lord. But they ain't going to find it. I mean, who wants the Word? Who out there wants the Word? Which among us wants the Word? Most want something that moves their emotions and feelings and appeals to their flesh. And that's why we're in the shape we're in now in the church. The church seems to be legitimizing the superficial instead of sticking and holding fast to the Word. It's acceptance of fallen ways and doctrines of demons and anti-biblical teaching and sin. They just make it commonplace and all right. Oh, this is okay. Let's put these people in positions of authority and that are bad. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Remember the widows, orphans, and the poor.